Good day. So, for today, I will be discussing assessment strategies that can increase motivation. Why do we feel pressure from this assessment? Tests, quizzes, and exams. Assessment should be of learning. Assessment should be a tool to facilitate and enhance learning and not just to evaluate learning. Facilitate and enhance learning. Teacher can facilitate learning by making educational process easier for the student. Does not mean watering down the curriculum or lowering standard. Rather, facilitating learning involves teaching students to think critically and understand how the learning process works. Educational assessment is a systematic process of documenting and using empirical data on the knowledge, skills, attitude, and improve students' learning. Make clear your learner's objective every time. Learners need to clarify the subjective they are working on. Objectives provide a means of clarifying the purpose of evaluation. Objective improves the communication between the teacher and the students. The student must know precisely what is expected to them. Teacher also need to clarify the criteria to be used to evaluate them. A success criteria is a list of features that a teacher wants to learn to include their work during the lesson. It is really good why it is a really good way of making learners aware of what is expected and can also encourage them to extend themselves during the course of the lesson. So attitude, know why, skills, know how, and knowledge, know what. Students must be allowed to set their own personal learning targets based on the learning objectives. Learning, ti- learning targets guide teachers and what they are to teach in students and what they are to learn. Most important, teacher must use learning target to determine what behavior they should be looking for students to demonstrate their level of knowledge and skills. So next is expectation may be met immediately, but diversity should be taken into consideration. Having a diverse group of students simple means recognizing that all the people are unique in their own way. Their differences could consist of their reading level, athletic ability, cultural background, personality, race, and belief. Engage your student in self assessment. After the students have your own learning target, it is better to have them assess themselves. So, self assessment is the ability to examine yourself to find out how much progress you have made. When the learners are given the opportunity to evaluate their performance, they bring to mind the personal task and strategy variable applicable to them. Self-assessment is evaluate learning tool as well as part of an assessment process. Through self-assessment, a student can identify their own skills gaps, where their knowledge is weak, free, where to focus their learning, and revise their works and tracks their own progress. After the student have their own learning targets, it is better to have them assess themselves. Since they have a part in the setting of objectives, they are in best position to determine the accomplishments. You can do it. In self-assessment for self-knowledge, who I am, there is the values, priorities, interests, skills, talents, roles, achievements, self-concepts, personality, concerns, lifestyle, preferred environment, needs, abilities, and motivations. Practice criterion reference access rather than norm reference assessment. The students must be given an established criterion in which they can compare their performance. This eliminates them comparing their works to others. So, being a student, we need to believe in ourselves. We need we must believe on what we are doing. Focus, mastery versus performance. Learners' focus should be on the mastery and love of the learning and not on achieving high grades. Teachers' comments and remarks have an emotional impact on students. Instead of being insensitive or passive, try to be sensitive but constructive in giving comments and remarks. Great mindset. As a teacher, you must believe that your student still has a room for improvement. You must have a room for mistakes inside your classroom. This will make them feel comfortable, thus creating a chance to improve. Encouraging assessments. Teacher must change their view of creating assessments They should not make it too easy nor too hard. So, too easy is equals to no challenge, too hard is equals to discouraging. Communicative feedbacks. Teachers must make sure to give their feedbacks communicatively to assure better facilitating and learning. That's all for today. So, thank you for your listening and God bless you.